Good afternoon. A New Mexico soup kitchen that serves nearly 100 homeless people every week is shutting its doors. They didn't run out of money. They were evicted because city leaders want to use the space for storage. News 13's Emily Younger reports.
Yesterday morning, we were notified that we have till the weekend to evacuate the building.
The city of Alamogordo had slapped an eviction notice on the Otero Hunger Coalition soup kitchen. The group uses the La Placita building every Wednesday to serve dinner to more than 80 homeless people.
And it's already hard for homeless people or people that are down and out, whether they're homeless or not, to trust people. And so we've built a trust with them, and now we're going to break it.
Ironheart Pinckney is a volunteer at the kitchen. Several years ago, she too was homeless.
So I know how they feel, and I know how hard it is to trust people, and I know when somebody says, I'm going to do this for you, and they're doing it, and they're doing it, and they're doing it, and then they just stop.
Alamogordo city officials say they gave the coalition an eviction notice 30 days ago. They say La Placita is not up to code because one of the walls is cracking. And they say the organization was just a guest of another nonprofit in the building, and that group's lease has run out.
It is worth noting that they have been operating there since the end of September without any agreement with the city, and the city has been affording the utility costs of the operations.
Volunteers say they can't afford to rent the building because their entire operation relies on donations. They say the city knew that, and they were under the impression the city would come up with a reasonable rent agreement, not evict them. Despite the setback, the volunteers say they'll never stop feeding the hungry. In fact, they're planning on meeting at this park to set up shop next week, Wednesday.
We are going to have another place. God's going to provide this for us because this is what God wants us to do. He wants us to feed the poor.
In Alamogordo, Emily Younger, KRQE News 13.
Volunteers say they will serve Wednesday dinners in the park until they can afford a new space. Alamogordo city leaders want to use the new Placita building for police department storage.